Start up YouTube again.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
See if it connects. This looks pretty over. WS does have buyback. Another tier 3 set to go. Talon just playing down bot. Maybe they can find Yoe. Get the roll, get the kick, get the magnetize going. Right click damage is good from Akashi, and they do manage to find a kill. Instant TP away from Akashi though. Meanwhile, the tier 3 does hold. We'll find that big pick off we were looking for. Massive amounts of gold coming out there for Akashi. Now number 3 in net worth, which I do want to see here for your Weaver. Has the shard into the Gleipnir. YouTube should be live again. Make sure to check it out. Again, ad-free on YouTube. You do manage to get the jump, and Kuku is by himself. Kuku is gone with no buyback. Blink up in WS. They just need an angle. They've got BKB and Mikato. BKB on cooldown for Akashi for a minute. There's the pipe fully up for Joel, though.
Bounty.
Trying to get onto WS. Blink was there, but not quite able to get away from the Gleipnir. Bramble Maze out as well. The Spearback is set to go, and WS is gone again. No buyback this time, buying out that Blink. And 15k lead for Kukuys as the side of Talon. Still look a bit lost. I don't think the Gleipnir from Akashi is actually the game changer here. Has to be the BKB usage. I think if you get a Daedalus on the Weaver, you start to be pretty happy, but it's still a pipe dream at this point. Jukam working on to Shard. Kuku still maybe going for the Pavis. Aegis does fade, but tier 3 falls. Another rack set to fall as well. Are cutting off Joel and his Blink with a Spirit Vessel usage from Mikato. Still has one more charge to go. Roll forward, and Mikato gets a kickback as well. Remember, Aegis is gone, but a great arena out from Joel. Catches out Kuku. Akashi with a BKB still free to go, but look how tanky Palos is. Forced to roll away. That's the BKBs gone. They're just not able to get anything. Rack still falls. Arena is committed, but they don't really get value here from Talon. Kukuys in very happy position once again here. Smoke out. Smoke on smoke. Could be the last fight as Talon looking like they'll need to clean up quite hard into game 2. Jetpack from Kuku. Gleipnir does connect as the smoke breaks, and Kuku's stuck in the middle of nowhere. Can't use any other spell. Chain stance there. Big stomp out from WS. Roll out from Mikato. Can they actually find a kill? Kuku's already gone. They'll be able to find one more, two more in WS and Mikato, and there goes Mikato. WS trying to find. They will find two. Dokam kills off Palos, and they kill off Yoe. Sniper, the saving grace of this right now, as Akashi's jumping into the middle. Without those big cores, can he actually take this? Another kill out onto WS. Akashi will fall as well to the Demonic Purge. And the GG is called from WS. Talon looking pretty atrocious in game 1. Kukuys looking amazing in this game 1 for themselves. Let's see what the recovery process is like going into that game number 2, but it's not looking that good for Talon. I don't know if they're trying stuff in the draft again. It feels like we see this from Talon every now and again, where they try a different thing in draft, and sometimes it just does not look good. It looked pretty bad this time around. It looked really, really bad this time around. So we'll see what they change up. I think this early Centaur for WS, strange. I mean, I get that a lot of offlaners can do that. If it's WS, you know, it feels like you have a lot of better options. The Yoa Zeus being allowed through as well is pretty crazy, considering how well Yoa plays that hero. The Earth Spirit matchup, again, makes sense. We just never saw it really actualize into something. So we will see what the ideas are from Talon. I think this support sniper is really just not great. I don't know why you'd give Jokam something that can't playmake. We'll see. Very well played out from Kukuys, looking like they might be able to go into the upper bracket finals. And that's going to be very good news for the stack of Kukuys. And we'll see if they can do it. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for that game number 2. Alright everyone, we're back for game number 2 of Talon up against Kukuys. Game 1 going the way of Kukuys, of course. Webcam off for a little bit, guys. I just ate and I rushed it, so I look like a bit of a mess. We'll turn it back on later. Kukuys again looking great in game 1. Talon, their drafting looked a little bit rough. Opening up with Clockwork, which is fine, into an immediate Centaur. You didn't lane together, so you didn't really work a strong lane from your openers. You go for a sniper support, you go for the Earth Spirit against Zeus, you allow the Zeus through. So, let's see what Talon cooks up this time around. Kukuys do ban out the Naga and the Timbersaw once more, so taking care of that pesky support along with WS's specialty. What else we'll do here? Talon, for their part, do take care of the Lone Druid and the Dark Wolf. A lot of respect for the last game there. Ban out the Sand King as well.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds, boss. Dire's turn to ban.
You see the Omni Knight band as well. So taking care of one of Kuku's more recent successful heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
Talon, for their part, what are you gonna ban out yourself?
Dire's choice.
They ban out the Shadow Demon, entering a lot of respect last game. And we finally get a Jokam here that works. We get the Tusk out. We have seen Drinking Buddies be extremely popular very recently. So it makes enough sense to see that coming out here.
Dire's turn to ban.
You see the Marcy instantly picked up though. And that should be our Jing special coming out, but we have seen it fall flat as well from Jing. Let's see how well Jing performs this time around on his Marcy that he loves to bring out. Ban out the Morphling on top, taking care of one Palos hero.
10 seconds
You want to take care of the Marana, the Wind Ranger? Any such thing?
5 seconds, boss. Radiance ban.
See the Wind Ranger being banned out as well. So the Marana is left in the pool. And Kukuys do have the potential to not ban it and pick it up. So they could go with Marana Marcy, which honestly isn't the most awful thing in the world.
10 seconds left.
See what the ideas are here from the side of Kukuys.
5 seconds remaining. Radiance choice.
See the Puck being banned out. And do they pick Marana? Yes, they do, of course. So Marana does come in. Marana Marcy, great sidekick or bodyguard hero to kind of tag onto. Even lane potential, it's not too bad. Talon into the Nature's Prophet. So their answer is the NP. Could be mid, maybe carry. Open enough for the side of Talon to kind of decide what they want to do there. I will say my one concern is the Ironwood Treant is just going to be blown up by arrow. So it's not going to be the biggest threat early if you can line those arrows up here consistently. Mind you, it's not the most consistent way of just bursting it down. It's not the most guaranteed way of bursting it down. So you're going to take up Talon. Rune Protector is the one that comes out. A Kuku Classic. So you've got Treant NP, which can be a solid enough combination. Free damage for the NP. I mean, well, not really. You don't count as a tree on the Treant Protector. But they've got Overgrowth now to hold back the Murano and the Marcy.
5 seconds, boss.
Can slow down the tower push just a mite bit. And they can crush the lane, depending again on what lane partnership they'd want here on the side of Talon. NP Treant does sound pretty good. I would expect this now to just be an Akashi hero safe. Kukuys, what are you going for? The most common Marcy combination has been Io, but you have the Murana safe, so you're probably not gunning for that. Unless you go like Natsumi Io, you go Palos Marcy, and you go Jing Murana instead. I don't think that's the way to swing it though. Go into the Primal Beast, one way to kind of just run down trees, which is actually massive against NP. He relies on a lot of those trees to actually get his bonus damage going. So, Primal Beast is nice. Even just sprouting him, of course, doesn't really work. Heck, even Gleipnir is not going to work. He can't be leashed, slowed. He can't be slowed or leashed in the talent while trampling. That's still a ways off. I think that's like level 20. Go with a Snapfire as well. So they've got the long reach. Full bore snap coming in. Should be our Natsumi hero. Maybe you go... Honestly, I feel like you kind of want to go Murana Marcy. You go snap and something else off lane. Maybe you go Primal Beast mid.
10 seconds left.
No, Joel can play Primal Beast off. Snap Primal Beast is a very nice lane. Very straightforward. Cookie into Trample Onslaught. You have a lot of ways to get out of Sprout. Sprout's not going to be a massive threat here for some early pickoffs. From the side of Talon. Talon, for their part, do have to show where this NP is going. They could keep it safe and just go for the WS hero. Into Murana, you know, a Mars looks pretty good here for WS. Arena's going to be stopping the Primal Beast, stop the Murana, stop the Marcy, stop the Snapfire Cookie. You can just kill them off inside, giving you some nice team fight to tie in with the Overgrowth as well.
Dire's turn to ban.
Go with the Enigma instead. So big wombo combos from the offlane. Black Hole Overgrowth combination sounds good. I think the lane is just okay. It's not a particularly amazing lane for the Enigma. You don't have to worry about Rubik pickup here. You don't have hard stuns through BKB outside of Pulverize, which is not easy for the Primal Beast to do in a well-placed Black Hole covering the Enigma. Let's see what the ideas are. And whether or not we get a last pick Makato or Akashi hero. I'm leaning towards a Makato hero last pick now. And again, you just go with the Akashi Nature's Prophet at this point, pause 1. See what they opt for.
Radiant's turn to ban. Dire's ban.
Do ban out a mix. Quap plus the Alchemist being taken out. Talon taking care of the Yoa in the Yoa Zeus. I'd say Invoker you'd probably be worried about just a tad. I think it ties in much too well with Murana Marcy.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Invoker's the one thing that sticks out here. I don't think you want to play against that. Alacrity plus Sidekick Murana. It's going to be online very fast. You go right-click Invoker as well. You get some team fight anyhow. It's not too shabby. See what they opt to ban. They are taking their time here.
Dire's choice.
Ban out the Jar Copper, so maybe expecting a weird flex somewhere, or just taking care of a Palos. But yeah, if they're taking care of a Palos special, they're expecting a weird flux in the Murana. Maybe you go Marcy off lane, Primal Beast mid. Snapfire mid I don't think works out too well nowadays. And they go for the Storm Spirit. No hard hold here from the side of Kukuys. No solution on mid to stop that either. What options do you have left here for Yoa? Sand King has been taken out by themselves. So, what good
10
Storm
seconds
matchups are
remaining.
there? I think Bat Rider is not a good Storm
5
matchup,
seconds remaining.
although I think it. Some people used to say that's like 50-50. There's Ember and Void Spirit that could work. Yoa Ember doesn't sound too bad. Your hold here from Talon's actually hinging on ultimates early on. Overgrowth and Black Hole. So an Ember could get away with this one. Yeah, the Ember Spirit matchup makes sense. Overall in draft, I would say Talon has improved on draft. I'm still not the biggest fan. I'm not sold on NP1. I think it works best from mid lane. But considering how well Akashi rotates up top anyway, I think it can work out. You do get the Natsumi Murana and the Palos Marcy. So you do still end up with Marcy Murana lane. The question now is Natsumi playing one or Palos playing one? Because that is very flex. And both of them scale up. There is that potential there. Mid lane matchup's going to be an interesting one for Yoa. Double impact Ember up against the Static Slide Storm. The Ember shouldn't be too far off. And of course, how much WS can do in the Enigma is going to be a big part of this as well. Do you end up with the Treant NP lane coming out here for the side of Talon? So overall, very interesting Game 2 draft. Much improved from the side of Talon. But you still have solid drafting as well on Kukuys. We'll see if they can get a 2-0 on the side of Kukuys. I do think Talon can actually get away with this one, but really depends on the lane. I don't see Joel being bowled out on the Primal Beast. As long as he's got Onslaught, he's going to be really happy in that lane. You've got a lot of aggressive potential here with Jing setting up for you, Onslaught in with a full bore, Cookie forward. Joel can easily run down Akashi or Bosku. We'll have to see. Game 1, again, went the way of Kukuys, as you can see it right there below. In that little pip. We'll get into it.
Something. What can you do?
Everyone know who's top?
And head right into it. Game number 2. No Zeus, no win, says Kuku. We have seen that happen before, but again, a very interesting time. Palos is playing support Marcy. So you do have Natsumi playing the Pos 1 Murana. He did opt for Sidekick as well, which is obviously the better one for support, giving lifesteal up. Not getting the extra hits. The hits are great for core. Smoke from Talon. Looking for a bit of a long sneak around. There is some good vision here from the side of Kukuys to watch these smoke breaks. Especially this one. And then they're just instantly spotted out. Smoke fades. And the kills are not going to be coming in. They do have their own wards here. A late smoke out from the side of Kukuys.
T-minus 30
Talon
seconds.
do manage to break that smoke. And Kuku is going to be the sacrificial lamb.
Something.
As he is just stuck with nowhere to go. And Kuku is dead. Oh, no, not quite. When you do manage to get drinking buddies off there from Jokam. Great pull back. But that is going to be Kuku at very low HP. Already eating one tango. See if they can sneak away with any extra runes on either side. Looks like we should still end up with a 1-for-1 here. And it ends up being a 2-for-2. Yeah. Really nice little cheekiness from Mikado walking back to ensure the Slight is not going to be picking up a extra rune. We do have a quick pause for setting issues on Jokam's end. Very cheeky start.
Oh, too bad.
Pero bakit parang kasalanan ko
Too
pa?
bad.
Something.
Low IQ kids.
What can you do?
1 year playing Zeus, still not tired.
You King.
Why you talk so much? Just play, says Yoe. Mid-diff. Get the recon. Mikado greater than Yoe. You get the go-ahead. Some banter here coming out, as you'd expect from these two. Let the play do the talking, Yoe. And this matchup should be pretty even. Maybe slightly better for Ember, but a Storm Spirit shouldn't be too held back with Static Slide. Just hold back to ensure you never get hit by the double impact slide. Though he does get hit there from Mikado. Wave shoving out in Yoa's favor. Gonna be feeling good about that, of course. Do still get the deny here from Mikado. Range creep deny is gonna be nice. And see how that lane develops. Level 3 is when it can start to get a little bit spicy for either side. Take a look at that bot lane. Palos on that support. Support Marcy and Natsumi playing that pause 1 Marana up against WS with the Enigma and Jokam, of course, on the Tusk. There is some potential plays here with a tag team, but we're probably not going to be seeing that all too early on. No easy way to clear out these Eidolons coming out here from WS either, until you get the levels in Storm, of course. But again, there's some aggressive play that can come out here for Palos and Natsumi. A rebound or a dispose into arrow seems like the best bet down the line. Natsumi, of course, was forced to take a leap level 1. See as it develops, level 3 again. A pretty good timing for both sides. Maybe slightly better for the side of Kukuys, if they can land their skill shots. Up top, Kuku and Akashi up against Jing and Joel. This lane's not going to be a fun time for Akashi. Jokam, they do manage to kill Palos first, but Akashi's not safe here. Does manage to run away. A nice little grasp out from Kuku, and body blocks the camp as well. Will ensure Akashi can just sit back and farm. But again, gap closing is there. The reach is there. Cookie with the scatter blast. Akashi might just be dead. They cut the tree. They get the Nature's Grasp again. Akashi gets the sneak away, but is still playing at 100 HP. One more Scatter Blast when that's off cooldown will kill him off. There is a cell from Kuku to save the day, so Akashi's going to be fine. Scatter Blast angle being found by Jing, not going to be presented by Akashi so far. The side lanes are still going better for Kukuys. The mid lane is definitely going Mikado's way though. 14-4 up against Yoa at 11-0, no denies. Going to be a massive boon for our Storm, especially as we start to scale into the 6-minute rune, around that time where you get level 6 as well. But your side lanes, again, are very happy. WS is not farming up. Akashi's not farming up. You're getting decent farm on Natsumi and Joel. They're applying that laning pressure. Outside of that kill down bot, this is a lane you'd expect to be a bit slower. Playing with Eidolons, you're just trying to farm up. You've got Storm level 2 from Natsumi. I do believe they fixed the bug where if everything dies, you end up falling. Drinking buddies out of there. No room for massive stacks. They do manage to watch the pulls though. With a nice ward here from Talon.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not the healthiest position for Jokam though. But we'll try to contest anyhow. They send the Eidolons over as well. Clear out these creeps for themselves. And be able to get a little bit more gold. Still leaving Natsumi free to farm up by himself. Palos not able to really get the denies. Jing does manage to grab the rune away from Mikado. Mikado with no vortex is not going to be feeling comfy there, and is forced to get a full reset out, giving Yoe a lot of much needed space. 20-1 gets the water rune as well. They'll be able to secure the other water rune now, and Mikado forced to farm his way backwards. Not a good feeling here for the Storm.
Now's not a good time to
A nice
attack the
small
dire.
win for the side of Kukuys. And that should even out the XP, or even bring Yoe ahead. Level 5 now on the Ember. Slightly ahead. Jokam pulled back. Will drinking buddies away. Not going to be picked off anytime soon. Up top, still looking rather even. Again, farming pace for Akashi, not good. But to be expected up against the Primal Beast Snapfire presented here by Kukuys. Playing tag still with Jokam. Snowball does come out to buy some time. Jokam still not the healthiest, but does have the stick wand charges ready to go and is going to be perfectly fine. Do get the salve out as well to reset on Natsumi. No rotations onto mid. Mikado still doing fine despite missing out on a lot of EXP. Very even in terms of EXP now in comparison to Yoe. Yoe, of course, going for the 2-3-0 build as the shield is not useful here. Cookie, chains are good. Mikado might be dropping low, but Yoe cops a tower hit from the Cookie. Running up forward, Mikado cleans up. Hits level 6 now. And is not under any pressure from this rotation from Jing. 6 runes are coming up. Yoe is going to be respawned shortly, but Mikado with 6 should be feeling fine. It's going to just bottle up. Meanwhile, Natsumi falls as well with a great rotation out from Kuku down bot. Palos stuck in the middle of nowhere with no one to jump off of. Still on cooldown, and WS will get himself another kill. Gets salved up. Has the drums rush ready on our Enigma. So he is focusing on the Eidolons, is looking to just buff up his team with a few auras here and there.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's going to lead to a little bit of a quicker poke here as even Akashi shows up. Looking for that tier 1 bot siege. 0-4 Talon's away. Double Treants come in. They spot out Natsumi. Natsumi jumping forward. They want to kill off WS. Get great rebound from Palos. They will kill off that offlane. Kuku next up as well. They're going to be held back and killed off. The push down bot from Talon still pans out. We'll still be able to find that objective. But they lose 2 for the trouble. Still opening up space down mid. And top lane is free. They drag Joel down bot. He will take the gate back top. And they found the objective. Back to farm for Talon. Net worth lead is still slightly in favor for Kukuys. As again, Natsumi's had a pretty free lane. Only Mikado really having a great time in terms of that laning phase. Even Joel with 16 denies to his name is actually a little bit scary. Do manage to take their Wisdom Runes, no problem here. No contest, no shenanigans from Akashi to steal away. Mikado has the power treads up, probably looking for, I don't know, maybe a Kaya Rush wouldn't be too bad here. They're rotating up top. You find the Treant, but they're not going to find Akashi. Won't be able to start that siege onto the tier 1. Arrow does not quite connect to anything either. So Akashi just going to continue this farm, but they will trade tier 1 now. That's going to give a lot of equalization here for the side of Team Kukuys. Talon for their part, again, slowing down a bit. They need more time for WS. Does have the boots up now, level 5 into 6 for Enigma. Black Hole can be something they play off of. Down mid, Yoe does get the chains off. The Vortex, no levels here for Mikado. They do chop off half of his HP. 8-minute rune does spawn in Yoe's favor though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they will also lose WS down bot with movement out from Joel. So the offlane getting bullied out hard here on Talon's end. And WS not really having a game so far. Is still getting better net worth than Yoe, at the very least. That is something. Not quite amazing. And a little bit of that classic C pause coming in. Joel going for the pipe. For the Crimson Guard, going to be a massive help up against the Eidolons and even the Ironwood Treant. But it will leave a lot for Mikado to play with. Mikado, for his part, rushing into the Orchid. Going to feel great once that's up to hold down Yoe. What you've got in Natsumi. Classic. Maelstrom Gleipnir kind of build up. You've got the Pavis Solar Crest for Palos. And you're still fairly open on what you want here on Jing. Get the reconnect out, so it should be good to go soon. You get to go ahead. I think your big issue is WS. Alright, just looking for the go ahead from Talon's end as well.
Get out there.
The big issue here is WS. Again, he needs a lot more on the Enigma. are keeping track of Joel. Maybe they can make a play onto this, but Palos is right behind. Level 5 now on that Marcy as well. Jokam just clearing out the creep wave, letting his presence be known. We'll back off. Invis popped by Yoa, just to top up while clearing out some massive stacks. Good amount of farm for Yoa to find. What's he going to be gunning for next? Does have phase boots with that Blightstone, so does do a decent amount of right-click damage with, again, double impact in play. Still a ways off from that Orchid for Mikado. And Akashi still a ways off as well from his full Maelstrom. Natsumi certainly having a much better time in farm up. This 4 NP has felt like support in terms of net worth, below even Yoa's farm right now. Speaking of, Yoa will play poke top. Poking and prodding, no overgrowth threat yet from Kuku. No real way to punish and hold. Meanwhile, WS dies again down bot. Black Hole was committed earlier to no avail. Again, WS is not doing so hot right now. Kashi still needs more time. And Kukuys now take a 2k lead, 4-4, evening out the game. I feel like a lot of its play has to come in from Akashi and Mikoto. Maybe you hit level 6 as well on Kuku, get the overgrowth going, start to find yourself some stable kills.
Now you're just showing off.
Akashi falls
The Radiant have
up
killed
top,
Dark's courier.
Palos and Natsumi get that done. Talon starting to falter again. Kukuys coming out on top after a little bit of a slower laning start. And it's Talon again that just needs more time. WS has nothing to play with, no one to play with. Mikado still needs space to farm up into the Orchid. Not really great supports to connect to. Kashi shows himself up top again, and Natsumi and Palos are still ready to go. Rebound is there. We managed to get the entrapment out. No Quelling Blade for Palos. The zip forward. Mikado really wants Natsumi. Might have to settle for Palos. They're keeping that chase. And Palos will be found and killed off. Not a big kill by any means, but here comes the re-engage. Double impact sleight of fist there. Kuku, not the healthiest person in the world. Chains are good as well. But Kuku is going to be fine. 5-5. Only the support dying. Not the biggest deal for Kukuys, but a very important kill for Talon to find. Get a galvanized stack out for Mikado as well. And give space for WS. So Enigma's farming. Black Hole is at the ready once more.
Looking so great.
Kashi still needs so much more time. Kukuys can keep this pressure up. 5-5, 3k lead for Kukuys. Smoke out. Yo and Jink. Looking to collapse down bot. WS not hanging that bot lane any longer with all of them missing off the map. Said just go back farming in that triangle. Could try to cross the river. 12-minute rune coming up. Yo gets lucky. He's going to be a very happy lad. Nice rebound off from creep. Great micro on that creep as well as the chains connect onto Kuku. Arrow will connect. Overgrowth is there, and they are not going to commit too hard. They actually show a lot of respect and back off. Rather interesting. Kuku could have been blown up right there. Had kisses ready as well. Talon going to be counting their lucky stars. Kukuys hesitates. As again, they still need this farm to kick in. Orchid only lacking the cornucopia now, and Mikado 500 gold off. Kashi just lacking that javelin now for his Maelstrom. Try to scale up. Kashi and WS a little bit behind in that net worth.
Tower is in trouble.
Yeah, actually severely behind for Akashi.
Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so
Jokam does have 6 with a punch. There's some potential to just burst someone down here. Black Hole at the ready for WS as well. But again, looking for the aura play. Wants the pipe. Still a long ways off from that one. Mikado's Orchido is going to be a big timing they can play off. It does have the gold now. We'll fly it out. Would want a big reveal with the Orchid. Smoke is at the ready from Kuku. See if Mikado will want to play off of it. He does have the regen rune on hand as well to enable some deeper plays here for the Storm. We'll smoke out. Mikado trying to maximize the regen. It does fade now. Unfortunately. Maybe they can get this jump mid. As they commit onto Jokam, they get the root off as well, and the trample onslaught forward. Great save from Kuku with the overgrowth, but where's the connection from Talon? They flank back in. Jokam's already gone. Overgrowth down. WS can't find an angle for Black Hole. And we'll commit. Solar Flare is going to fade away. Can they find an angle in? Can WS work this Black Hole team fight for them? Nature Scraps does fly out. Orchid revealed onto Yoi, but he does manage to walk away in safety along with a cookie to save. Onslaught forward onto Kuku under the tower. WS can't find a Black Hole here. Is going to be stunned up, chained up, dies. Zip forward, and Kato still not giving up in this one, wanting to find Palos. Can he find the damage? Shard will get the job done. Punch forward as well, holding back Joel. Jokam still stuck in the middle of nowhere. Pulverize comes in. Another snowball to save. It's a 1-for-1. Another support kill for a core. As they will clean up Jokam. Mikado is now stuck in the middle of nowhere. The chains are good. The Yules does save. Jokam will be able to zip away. That Yules usage not quite on point there from Yoe. They will take the mid tower. And Talon 8-6. Falling apart to Kukuys.
Never refuse gold.
In that team fight, WS not able to, again, carry through with what he wants for the team. Akashi barely has farm or presence right now to really contribute. He needs the BKB Gleipnir. And Jokam, again, caught out early. The reflank from Talon meant they couldn't wrap around through that mid ramp. And they just give up an opportunity. Rather unfortunate for Talon. Very fortunate for Kukuys. 5k lead up. Getting a lot of scaling out from Natsumi and Palos. Getting a lot of forward presence out from Joel. Crimson Guard not too far off. They catch out Bosku again. Nine to 6.
Radiant's middle tower.
Cause 5 death.
Stop it. What can you do? Stop it. What can you do?
I don't know about this anymore for Talon. It feels like the NP hasn't really achieved much. And he's not able to really out-farm anyhow. No, you didn't manage to play with, like, teleportation rotations. Mikado is really the one hero that's doing anything right now on the map. Along with possibly Kuku Jokam. To get another pause if Jing could fix his shit. Jing, ayusin mo na yan, putang ina mo. Tang ina ng ginawa mo. Anong connection mo dyan sa buhangin? Grabe naman, Jing. Ayusin. Pastilan. PLDT ka pa. Globe ka na. Globe fiber to home. Tanga na yung PLDT copper to home. Copper to fiber sa connection point. There you go. Go when ready. Should be sorted out. Good old Jing. Don't use PLDT. They actually suck. PLDT is the worst. I think Manny V. Pangilinan is the biggest thief, scam artist, con artist this country has ever seen. Is Jokam gonna get chained up, rebounded up, will be able to just be fine. Oddly enough, they do not fully commit. Natsumi's not around with the arrow either. So Jokam's perfectly fine. Mikado still working onto the BKB. 9 to 6 again, 6k lead for Kukuys.
Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so great.
The Talon's still looking a little bit lost. I mean, Pipe's gonna be up on WS shortly. I do not think magic damage is their big issue, but it will help. It takes care of the Prowling Beast damage, takes care of the Snapfire damage, the Mirana damage with Store Storm as well, and the Maelstrom. So it will give you some saving grace. Pipe up for Joel, though. and did not opt for the Crimson. Went for the pipe. Stopped at Vanguard. Can still go back for the Crimson Guard. You need some blinks here in Talon. You need Kuku to have a blink, or Jokam to have a blink, or WS to have a blink after a BKB. And then the game can maybe be executed. Zip forward onto Palos, Orchid out as well, the punch up into the air, and Palos should be dead. Even get the teleportation out from Akashi, but probably just wanting some AoE gold for himself. Again, not the big kill. In fact, it's only been Palos dying over and over. But hey, that's a pos 5, not a pos 1. So for Palos, this is perfectly fine.
And run.
BKB, one part away for Akashi, just to rescue lacking. And in a farm game, you're honestly kind of happy on Kukuys as well. Natsumi's just growing bigger and bigger. Gleipnir next with a Manta done. That's Overgrowth, not going to do as much. Kuku could be the target. Rebound is on point from Palos, and do manage to get the drinking buddies, but Kuku is still dead. Jokam now being chased down. Not going to get caught out. In fact, Mikado is the juicier target. Not going to get caught out either. So 10 to 7, 5-mana rotation for the Treant Protector. Not the biggest deal for Talon, but they could look for more as they're still hugging the triangle. It's not Sumi will actually pull off WS down below. WS again just not having a game. Is going for the heart. Sorry, the Ring of Tarask for the pipe. We're giving some space to Akashi to farm up. BKB is going to be ready eventually. Bot tier 1 is set to fall. And Kukuys in fine form here. Looking like the favorites to go into that upper bracket
Radiant's
finals.
top tower is in trouble. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll take care of the Tormentor as well. And the side of Kukuys. Again, playing a pretty fantastic game. This aggression coming out from Joel. The shift of Palos and Natsumi has worked out well. Jokam trying to find an angle in. We'll get pulverized down first. Can they get the connection onto anyone? And the root is there. The kisses are coming in. The pipe does come out though from WS, and they are trying to stay alive in the middle. They hold back Palos with the Overgrowth as well. Onslaught out onto Akashi, but he does have the BKB. The damage isn't actually enough. Natsumi now going to be heading center. The black hole does kick in, and the kill off Natsumi. Yove zips forward as well. They hand this one over to Talon. Will be able to TP the rest away, but a little bit reckless from Kukuys this time, as Yoa's Remnant was right within the black hole AoE. WS finally getting some impact there, showing us how much that pipe can do. And that lead drops down to 3k. Talon finding the angles in, baiting out, like that straight pulverize onto Jokam. Not really a soft target. Double bracer, Pavis up, 1.9k HP. WS very patient to find the angle in, knowing that with pulverize down, with chains down, he had all the room to get the black hole going. Catches Natsumi and gets the lucky catch onto Yoa on top of that. 11 to 10. Still in a good position here for Kukuys. Talon are getting room to get back into this game, but still not that bad of an angle here for the side of the Radiant. Have that full Gleipnir shortly done for Natsumi, and they'll take their own Tormentor now as well. 3 shards all around. Jin got it last time. We'll get one for Yoa. So a little bit more coming out with his remnants as well. Also going for his own Gleipnir. Mikado does have the BKB into the Witchblade. WS now going for the Crimson Guard. So full aura here for our Enigma. 4k lead comes back up for the side of Kukuys just from sheer farm efficiency with all of these maelstroms around.
What's up, Div? What can you do?
Get back into it. What do we have for Akashi? I'm going for the Hurricane Pike into the shard. Does have that Gleipnir ready with a BKB. Vanguard now up on WS. And Akashi has recovered quite nicely, actually. Equalizing almost with Natsumi. So that is one thing. Even WS is only about 1,000 gold behind from everyone else. At least the majority down there below in net worth. Crimson Guard now being up on Joel, though. Could cause some issues here, as they will go for the smoke. They see WS up front.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble.
They're going to be able to find this angle, no problem. WS already pulling back. Might be copying it still for his team. Good hold. Instant cancel on the onslaught, and Kukuy breaks that smoke. Is just going to be running off as best as he can. Remnant forward. Yoa not going to catch the shackles onto anyone, but Kukuy still looking like he's dead. Still the zip. Not really amounting to much. He'll catch Palos, but they will lose out Kukuy in the back. Black hole catches one. It's the big one. Big two. Jing and Natsumi. Natsumi trying to run away. Damage isn't good. Akashi cleans up that one. Can they back off? TP out from Yoet. Snowball is there in time. Joel now stuck in the middle of nowhere as well. Malphus to hold him back. And Yoe not going to be the safest person in this game, as they will find one. Can they make this a full team white? Joel trying for the TP away now. They have nothing to cancel. 1 for 4 is the trade Talon takes, as they will be able to open up Roche now. A very fragmented fight. Kukuy in a great spot to break that smoke. Breaks it nice and clean. And WS, again, finding these black holes to set up these team fights for the side of Talon. Won't be able to bounce back in this game. Equalizing that birth now, less than 1k lead. Coming out for Talon. Dead neck to neck. Mikado and Akashi top 2 net worth. Bouncing back nicely. WS, again, is only about 100 gold behind the majority of the cores. It's not too far off now. Gonna have his own Crimson Guard up and running soon. Wondering if he'd want to go for the drum boots. I think it's fine. You can go with drum boots and Guardian Greaves. It's not the weirdest thing in the world. Palos just popping the Unleash just the farm is level 1. The cooldown is a little bit longer. Not gonna have it for the next fight. Mikado will find him out. Get the jump. BKB straight up from Mikado to not get chained arrowed. And he will kill off Palos. Won't just opt to run away. Gleipnir out. Catches one on Yoe. Will Yules for safety. Will be able to remnant away, but Jing, protected by the pipe, is still feeling good. Onslaught out from Joel. Will isolate Joe Cam, but the Orchid cuts that off just a little bit faster. Still Jing is safe. The stun connecting onto Akashi. BKB popped on. Akashi in no man's land still. Has the Aegis, but not for the secondary life with the BKB. Onslaught again. Akashi is going to lose that first life. WS has no black hole, has nothing, has a Crimson to save. Maybe they kill off Joel. Get the Vortex back. The arrow is perfect onto Akashi. Held back again. The Overgrowth is nice. Look at the durability of this Primal Beast. Eventually will fall. Mikado will zip forward. Will find one. Still jump forward from Palos. The Gleipnir's all over the place as they are trying to disconnect here. Jing and cleaned up another time. 23 stacks of Galvanized now on our Storm as the zip forward. The right click from Akashi cleans up. And Talon, they lose the Aegis, but they find 3 for the trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great. Temporary invulnerability. Radiant side.
Be able to take tier 2 as well. In fact, straight rotations out to Yoe. Zip across. Mikado forcing out the Yules already. Has no mana. They will get the Gleipnir to get the hold down. It's a 4 for 1.
Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble.
Get the siege onto the mid as well. Talon, their lineup has somehow come online. I'd expect a little bit more coming out here from Kukuys in terms of scaling. But again, maybe some of these decisions made, like Palos popping Unleash the farm.
Radiant's middle tower is in trouble.
Not having it for that initial jump in means he has no threat to turn around. Joel is doing a fantastic job still on this Primal Beast with the Aura plays. With his positioning, his Onslaught, his uses of Onslaught have been pretty impactful, to say the least. But Talon, with the threat of their team fight, Overgrowth plus Black Hole can be a bit much. We are getting the Drum Boots coming out for WS eventually, and probably Guardian Greaves coming out afterwards as well.
Invisibility.
Blink Dagger being rushed by Kukuy. Smoke out. Can he get a good angle here? Joel would be a massive one to kill off Solo with Invis Rune. They get the catch, get the punch. They get everything down. Can they actually kill him? Look at all of this shield, these auras. Stalls out that kill. Mikado will eventually find it. 908 on that storm. And Kukuys. Man, they need to be able to utilize this Mirana Solar Flare. They need to be able to get this jump in with Palos. Another tier 2 falls. Talon have been doing a great job of holding on to their own tier 2s. Hurricane Pike up for Akashi. Even with all of these Gleipnirs while BKB is down, he can at least reposition himself to ensure the arrow does not connect. Jing could be a nice freebie here if they manage to get that jump, but Mikado is focused elsewhere. As he was trying to get this kill on Natsumi. 27 galvanized stacks. Get to jump in. Isolate Jing as well. Jing is gone. Kukuys is starting to shatter here. Talon, recovering after a very rough start, has that Blink Dagger off of Jokam now as well for some saves. And could start dishing it onto the last outer tower of the side of Kukuys. Talon managing to bounce back somehow. All stemming off from WS getting that earlier black hole onto Yo and Natsumi. Drum Boots flying out now for WS as well. Onto the high ground they go with the Eidolon army. With the Iron Retreats. Yeah, this really doesn't take too long. This is without the Drum Boots as well, mind you. This is without the drums buff. So you still have that as well. And we'll go back and reset, not to force things too hard. Mikado Parasma not too far off now for the storm. And the side of Kukuys. Well, they're going to have a Chrysalis up on Natsumi. Palos still not really able to scale up. Bottom network right now on Marcy, unfortunately. Joel going for his own BKB. It's going to provide some massive openings for him. Gleipnir for Yoa has not been finished up yet. Mikado actually zipping in like a maniac. Gets the catch onto Jing. Might be able to find that kill. The rebound does not provide enough there from Palos. He gets punched up into the air. Can they find this kill onto the Marcy? It looks like they will. They get the black hole down as well from WS just to ensure. In fact, the catches out. Yo is still going to get the chain control. The Vortex is back. The Gleipnir holds back on Joel as well, and it's all falling apart. Joel's gone. Natsumi, the one left standing, farming down bot, pushing out the wave, but this racks. This tower not going to last long. Drum Boots now up on WS. No black hole, but catches out 2 again. Catching out Yoe, allowing them to get that chain control and clear out the mid racks. They're going to gun for bot now as well. Why not? No concerns here on the side of Talon. Nullifier out for Akashi to hold back Yoe. Fort will kick in. It's the last fort they've got for a while. As creeps are still streaming in onto mid. They get the jump forward onto Jing. Rebound does connect. Palos now stuck in the middle of nowhere. This voice doesn't really land onto anyone. Mikado has had a perfect game. 13-0. 13-0-11 on this storm. Next set of racks to fall. Gleipnir out onto Natsumi as well. Does manage to Manta out. He wants to hold back Mikado. Instant BKB pop. They're trying to isolate Akashi. Does have his own BKB. Will get that off. Snowball as well. Jokam to cut off, and Joel's not able to pulverize anyone. Silence is there. Still no BKB. Still a ways off. Gleipnir is good. Double Gleipnir now as well. Slow flare kicking in, but not enough from Natsumi as the GG's called. Talon does manage to draw out somehow against all odds. And the side of Kukuys after a very strong start. Do fall a little bit flat. No voice lines at the end there. And Talon get to live another day. See their shot at the upper bracket finals here at BetBoom Dacha Belgrade. Kukuys, I think it just... They had the right idea, right? They were pressuring literally everyone but Mikado. They made sure Akashi didn't have a lane to really farm up. He was bottom that word for a while among the cores, along with WS, who was dying, sacrificing, but they were all stalling out to allow Mikado to get his timing. Even when the Orchid timing came out, we didn't really see the rotations come in from Mikado. But, you know, it eventually delivered. And again, that black hole on that fight around the Tormentor ramp area, that was where it really turned around. Like, WS finds this big black hole, catches out Yo while he's also remnanting in, catching out Natsumi. and then suddenly they have a game back. They equalize net worth off of that, and the momentum gets lost for Kukuys. They make a couple of small mistakes, like again, Palos popping Unleash to farm medium camp when he could have used that for a team fight. Definitely fell flat. I think that was one thing as well that detracted from the further potential coming out there for the side of Kukuys. We'll see if they can course correct. It's been fairly close so far. And again, I think Kukuys is probably one of those top 3, top 4 teams right now. Anyhow, in C, disregarding Aurora showing up. We'll see. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for that game, number 3, in short while. See ya. Hades, I see you there, Sean. Thank you very much. Very buggy as well, Hades. So shocked, Alright, ladies and gents, we're back here for game number 3 of Talon up against Kukuys. My allergies are kicking in, so no camps. I am getting severe allergies right now. Alright.
10 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
So game 1 went the way of Kukuys, game 2 went the way of
5
Talon.
seconds remaining.
Now we have ourselves a game 3 here. See who comes out on top. Talon banning out the same things as they did last time. This time Kukuys are banning out the Morsi themselves along with the Naga. But in Dark Willow, Lone Druid being taken care of by the side of Talon.
Radiant's turn to ban. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Dire's ban.
See, Morphling Sand King being banned out by Talon. Kukuys,
10
taking their
seconds
time here.
remaining. 5 seconds, boss. Dire's pick. Radiant's pick.
Shout out kay Pastor Kibuloy. They get the Shadow Demon once again on Kukuys, so good save potential there, and they ban out the Jokam Tusk, which was doing a lot of work in the last game.
Dire's ban.
Talon will open up with Nature's Prophet once more, so Akashi Hero picked up very early on. Surprised not Marana or Wind Ranger. Natsumi and Palos flex between 1 and 5.
10 seconds remaining. Dire's turn to ban.
Oh, can screw in like that. And I think that
10
is
seconds
big enough.
left.
All right, I'm gonna have to test a couple things with my new light
seconds,
later
boss.
on. How to install, because the head is a little bit different. All right, see the Clockwork being banned out. Here's what if this is just straight up Arakashi Hero again on Nature's Prophet. Good evening, Tempest Dacine. See what the ban is for Kukuys. I'm wondering if Mars is allowed through again here as well.
Radiant's ban.
See the Treant Protector being banned out. Yeah, that was some pretty clutch black holes coming out from WS. And Mikado was popping off like crazy.
10 seconds remaining.
Talon, what are you banning out here?
5 seconds remaining.
Why Kuku betrayed his team and went Talon? I know. Taking their time with these bans in the draft.
Radiant's pick. Dire's pick.
Brown Beast being banned out. WS gets his Enigma again. You go for some like Rubik. Some like Bane Rubik. Black Hole cancels. Bat Rider Lasso isn't too bad either. Some Creep Clear as well could be one way to go.
10 seconds left. 5
Get
seconds
Low
lost.
is my hero. Thank you as well for dropping by and watching. We're not going to be doing the entire thing. Taking their time in their pickup. We're running out of reserve time here, Kukuys. Are they aware?
Dire's
Am I still
choice.
under a Talon? Yes, I am. Still a streamer, content creator. Timbersaw does get picked up. So Joel Tim, that's some area clear as well. Take care of trees. Prevent NP from having too much damage. Clear out the Enigma Eidolons. Great Aura Carrier.
10 seconds
Probably
remaining.
looking for a Kaya rush. Maybe a Yule's Kaya here. Or Pipe Kaya.
5 seconds remaining.
Kaya Pipe. You don't have reserve time here, Kukuys. So,
Radiant's choice.
don't random. Get the Zeus again. Alright. Yo, Zeus out. What's your counteraction here on Talon? Their ideas in game 1 weren't that sharp.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds, boss. Radiant's pick.
Go for the puck straight up. So you've got some good hold to kind of deal with, I suppose, the Timbersaw. You don't have the best hold for something like a puck right now with Shadow Demon and Timbersaw Zeus. You don't see anything on a 5 or a 4 that kind of fixes that either.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, you're going to go for next Talon. Still need a straightforward answer.
5 seconds
Need
remaining.
some hard commitment now. It's kind of weird for you to go for supports last. So I'm expecting some flex on the Enigma. Maybe some flex on the NP. What'll it be? Their time to pick up. Yeah, they could have some troubles killing off Timbersaw. Magical damage isn't the best. Chaz, not Chad. No, I'm not taking off my ads. You can watch on YouTube. If the ads are that bad.
Dire's
YouTube has no
choice.
ads. So lame. It's lame not getting paid, Chaz, not Chad. This is my job. Thank you very much. I mean, if I'm not earning ads, honestly, I wouldn't be streaming. So, you can watch on YouTube.
10 seconds left. Dire's turn to ban.
You get the Tiny being picked up here by Kukuys, so probably a Tiny 4 now for Jing. Does love his melee 4s, almost like Jokam. We get the Murano out for Talon. So I'm expecting... It's actually a bit hard to say.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's a little bit
5
hard to
seconds
say where Talon's going with Murana. You could go
Radiant's
Murana
turn to
1
ban.
NP. Support is a little bit less. Mechazor is live, no delay. 5-minute delay from Dota TV, that's it. Stream itself has no delay. You could go NP1 Murana for Jokam. Murana Enigma lane is not the most amazing in the world.
10 seconds left.
Rather curious which way they go.
5 seconds.
Does look
remaining.
like they're expecting that to be like a Jokam or Kuku Enigma. So they're banning out the
Radiant's ban.
Mars. The amount of the Alchemist here on Talon. Is Tiny 1 still viable? Somewhat is. It somewhat is. I think it's okay. You're still going to be going like Kanda. And you still need Blink. It's a very odd one because it's kind of temporal like that. Kind of has to kill
10
early
seconds
on
left.
and then like farm once you get shard and then it scales up.
5 seconds, boss.
Let's see. What else you ban out here? There's stuff like, yeah, Luna taken care of now as well. And what offlanes are you worried about on Kukuys? Hey Capsy, thanks for dropping by. Got some new lights, so the stream should start to look even better soon.
10 seconds.
NP5, I don't know if it's amazing. I think it's okay. It's kind of weird.
5 seconds remaining.
Game 1 was Palos carry. Game 2 was Natsumi carry.
Dyer's pick.
Ban out the Centaur as well. And what's your last pick here for Kukuys? Neither side has that much time in reserve. What are you going to go for here, Kukuys? Looking for a Palos slash Natsumi
10
hero.
seconds remaining.
The big ones are gone. Maybe Troll? Yeah, Troll is still
5
there.
seconds, boss.
Troll was fairly popular.
Radiant's choice.
DK instead. So, very straightforward lane into the Enigma. More AoE clear, more tanky frontline. You don't have easy burst here from Talon. I am kind of liking Kuku's draft. Very straightforward. Their teamfight potential isn't as grand as Talon's, but they have rundown potential very early on. With a Tricore of Zeus, Timb, DK, it doesn't take that much farm. DK can scale out. Talon's coach is still Pylite Eye, if I do recall right there. We'll close out with the Doom. So you get the WS Doom out.
It plays out.
You're probably getting Kuku Enigma. Yeah, and Akashi NP, Jokam Moran. Rather interesting draft. I would still lean slightly towards Kukuys. I think, I feel like if they play to their timing, they can run down Talon very early on. Their hold, however, for Mikado is the big thing that's maybe holding them back a little bit. You get the Yoa Tiny, so you're ending up with what? A Natsumi support Zeus. You have Tiny versus Puck, which is a decent lane. But you have a support Zeus. Zeus DK. It's fine, I guess. There's some rundown potential. It's an interesting one. And do you feel like damage issues are still there for Talon, but you can scale up on your Mirana as well? Even the Enigma can scale. I'm really curious about the Zeus 5. I think it can work. It's very mana intense though. Like, you're probably walking in with Clarity Mangoes. Maybe Bassi. Kukuys. Kukuys. That's how you say it, Mechazor. Either way, a very interesting game tree draft. No, I don't think Natsumi's playing mid. God bless, no. It's probably just Yoa again. Natsumi's playing a support Zeus, which is interesting. See how this one goes. I think Zeus 5 is still okay. I'm surprised you still go live wire though. Feel like you just double down trying to kill off people with Thunder God's Wrath. Anyway, heading into game number 3. See how this one goes. Winner goes to upper bracket finals. And then you're like 2 series away from getting into BetBoom Dacha Belgrade. So you get an instant pause. Ping issues abound, apparently. Shout out Lermpsm, LRMPSM. You have any encounter like this before switching role, John? Switching roles? Yeah, you've seen that a lot. Liquid used to do it quite a fair bit with, like, Miracle. I think Alliance used to do it a little bit in the Animajor roster. If I recall right. Nobody else taking the time to reconnect. Does have Devil's Bargain, so it can buy Midas Cell, buy Blink Cell into Midas. Some cheeky potential there. Mikado has the pullback, which I believe is still bug, so as long as he doesn't die, it should be fine. This matchup up against Tiny should be alright for Puck. You can dodge around. You don't have to really play with your phase shift. Sumi does get a reconnect. WS is still gone. You should get a reconnect from him and get the go-ahead. And there he is. And get the go-ahead into game 3. A lot on the line for that smooth ride to BetBoom Dacha Belgrade. Tips out for Boss Cool. Have fun, kids. Let's go. I can play MMR after. Nah, Kuku, don't lie. You guys are gonna go role playing. You guys are gonna go ganglands. Outdraft. Yeah, this is what you'd expect from Sports Zeus. Double Mango Clarity. Plus 80 game. Okay, I'm still with a Solar Flare. Honestly, I don't think that's too bad. Especially with, like, Puck Ags. Could be one very interesting way to play scale here. Play some damage on the side of Talon.
30 seconds till go time.
Ward is spotting them out. Level 1 not picked up yet by Natsumi. They got their own ward down. Notice they do have a sentry on hand. Should be able to clear.
I just woke up. Leave me alone. I just woke up. Leave me alone.
The Ironwood Greater Treant. Getting some right click damage off onto Jing. Holding Jing back. Runes. How are we going for runes here? Looks like a 2 for 2. Maybe First Blood onto Chokam. You get the stun, get the damage, and Bosku actually is dead. Jing, though, could be set to fall, and he will. Going the way of Bosku as well. So a 2 for 2 on the bounties. First Blood going the way of Kukuys, and First Blood Gold going to Yoa is a big boon for the mid. Not something you want to see here for the side of Talon, but a great start for the side of Kukuys. See how it goes out. Of course, this mid lane matchup, Mikado up against Yoa. You've got Crash Landing Facet on Yoa. This shouldn't be too rough for Tiny. Same time, Puck, once you're level 2, level 3, it should be fairly okay as well, as long as you can play with your phase shift. You're not going to be in too much trouble here for Mikado. The tree cleave is massive, though. So we'll have to watch for that. And Craggy, even at level 1, does cut off quite a fair bit of some trade potential here for Mikado. Boost up that durability of that Tiny a fair bit. It's just going to have to rely on the orb to put some damage going here. Down bot, of course, Kuku already playing tag with Jing. See the damage these Eidolons do. With the Ironwood Tree and applying some pressure as well. They will still get the pull back for Joel. Won't be managing to soak up that EXP on a Timbersaw. They are giving a fairly uncontested lane for Akashi. Farm pace should be there for the NP, but you're also not holding back this Timbersaw too badly. And again, just constant poking and prodding, trying to prevent Jing from getting the pulse, which with the Eidolon army, Kuku can do. Take a look at the top lane as well. Jokam on that Mirana with WS on the Doom, up against Natsumi on our support Zeus, with Palos on that core DK. This lane's the interesting one. There is some pressure you can apply onto WS. They've blocked off the camps. Actually, it's a Talon lock, so they're not looking to devour any of that. Infernal Blade level 1 from WS to trade with Palos as well.
Denied.
Like that scaling damage up against a DK.
Not on my watch.
Decently cheap poke. You know what? Getting tipped by Kuku for whatever reason. Mikado in a very 50-50 lane, which Puck does excel at. And the one thing with Puck, it can make any lane into 50-50. You just find your own farm, find your EXP, you're not going to die. Very hard target to pick off. I'm concerned for how much Palos can get up top, though, for Talon. Granted, he's not finding that farm yet. WS again going for that early Infernal Blade is holding him back a fair bit. But this DK as it approaches like level 3 should be in a very happy spot. Getting some hits off onto WS. Monatsumi's copying it for the Storm as well. And well, in terms of nuking damage to Murana, certainly is looking a little bit superior if you get the double Starstorm on the hero. Still have Jing stealing away runes, trying to be disruptive, trying to pull back the wave. He's copying a lot of hits out from the Eidolons. He's going to be able to kill them off, but not able to snipe out the creep wave. So, Talon are still working this bot lane as best as they can. This is giving Soul EXP to Joel. Timbersaw double bracers up. 1-1-1 build at 3. He's feeling pretty good. Mid lane, Yoel already getting poked out again by Mikado. That is something to be concerned about. I mean, again, you don't really expect the Tiny to completely win out that lane. Still up top. Trying to get the chase onto WS. Dragon Tail is there from Palos. You can see just how much damage Showcam's doing. You get good blockage as well, and Palos is set to fall. WS finds that.
Ultimate sacrifice.
Love that level 1 Infernal. Just doing so much work. No arrow necessary, just Starstorm. All the magic damage in the world. And you're slowing down this DK. And Palos is suffering, so is Akashi to an extent, and he's matching Akashi for him. So they'll kill off Natsumi. Kuku instantly TPing away from this mess down the bot is going to be fine. Jokam getting the tip there for being able to snipe out that Zeus. I don't think that's too bad for Natsumi. He didn't quite have a lot of mana, no mana pop left. So he's going to be able to just basically get a refill for Yoe. Still level 2 on the Zeus though. Not the best feeling in the world. Good forward ward being planted by Jokam. Then move forward. Even contesting the pulls. Has the Lotus for extra mana. And a bit of a slower game here for Kukuys. This time around, the laning phase, side lanes aren't going that great for Kukuys. That's where we've seen them shine in the past 2 games. Side lanes tended to have a lot more pressure. Talon this time coming out on top in terms of trading this way. I feel like a little bit of that is down to the support Zeus from Natsumi. And he does have 0-2-1 build. A bit of a slow, a nice nuke, but it just doesn't measure up. Again, even in comparison to Starstorm landing twice on 1. I feel it's a lot more economical, 19 mana. Whereas for Zeus it's 125. You do get that mini stun. You get a bit of utility, but it doesn't feel like it's massively worthwhile. Palos being shoved away again. Mikado forced to get a refill on the base. All out of mana. That's going to give some room out for Yoe. Does hit 6, does have grow, and might be able to snipe out the first rune. Does not get lucky. It does get lucky. Illusion rune does spawn up. Gonna be perfectly fine with that one. Bit of a deeper dive here. Natsumi could be a nice easy pickup. Starstorm does connect. Natsumi's just dead like that. Trap up, arrow out onto Palos. Akashi with a rotation in as well, and Palos is gone. This is the Talon that we were seeing in TI. This is exactly how they played their early game. Felt like a little bit slower before.
Dire's top tower is in trouble.
Yo, Mar 5Co123, welcome back. Thank you for checking out the stream again. Got some Dota action.
Dire's top
Game
tower
3
isn't
of
looking
Talon
so
versus
great.
Kukuys, and Talon off to a good start.
Dire's lost their top tower.
WS top net worth charts. Yoa not too far behind. Mikado, Joel. It's really Palos suffering here. Which is somewhat to be expected into Doom lane, to be
Radiant's
fair.
bottom tower isn't looking so great.
Top tower road gone. Bot being shoved in by Joel with constant creeps being placed up. But Akashi's still able to farm up. Looking like he's going to have a better Maelstrom timing in this game. Mikado is still working to the power treads. Still a ways off from that one. Has not really made any rotations around the map just yet. In fact, we are seeing... Nah, Natsumi just looking to block the camps. Prevent some farm up from WS. Is going to give his life away for that, though. WS finds another. This support Zeus I don't think is working out too well for the side of Kukuys. This hard flex is really not doing them too much. Kuku going for the same build as well as what we saw WS do last time. Dream Coil out. Onto Yo, it pops the coil and will die eventually. Craggy exterior is making this a slower progress. Jocap not really able to clean up, and Yoa is going to be fine. TPs are out. Joel wants to find punishment, but
Now you're just showing
you don't really have hold as Mikado still snipes Yoa. Yoa gets greedy trying to go back for Rune. Jocap tips Yoa.
Dyer's middle tower
Smoke
is
out.
under attack.
And you have Joel farming up. Smoke just to farm the Ancients, which is fine. Maybe you can snipe Natsumi. He had some forward hold, but without that coil, doesn't seem like the easiest thing. Instead, they'll keep poking onto that tier 1. Yoa is back. But a lot of space in the side lanes. Kashi free farming, WS free farming. In fact, maybe finding this kill onto Palos with the Doom. And they will.
Now you're just showing off.
Midas for WS coming out first. Nice and fast farm for our Doom. Free farming. And P free farming. Javelin. Mithril Hammer set to come out. Only the Javelin gold missing now for
Dyer's top tower is
Akashi.
in trouble.
Jocam does get caught out. Does get nuked down. WS will still find himself that kill on the Zeus. Still playing tag with Yoa, not respecting any TP potential, but the Wrath of Nature is there. Yoa, Jing gets cleaned up instead. The Dream Coil does come in. And we'll kill off our pesky Doom. A massive streak coming out for Palos. 525 plus 378. Overstaying his welcome, WS. A 2 for 2 in the end, but a bigger swing for Kukuys. A very necessary kill. Helps them out, especially on Yoet and Palos. And WS has to be a bit cautious about going that far in. In fact, Akashi does get the scan off, but Jinx already in position to get that disruption going. Joel going to be showing out now as well, but a TP away. Not enough damage there from Joel. And Akashi's fine.
Dyer's middle
Meanwhile,
tower isn't looking so great.
mid, they do manage to find a regen rune, snagged away from Mikado. And they might be able to pressure bot. But Kuku, level 6 up. Could look for a big black hole even onto 1. A bit early for Mikado. Now pressure mid is still there. Drums up on Kuku should make this a quicker process with a siege creep, and it is gone. Meanwhile, jump in, the winning rift onto Yoa and silence the arrow, not going to be connecting this time. Avalanche does come in time, and Yoa is fine for the regen rune. Wrath of Nature almost snipes out Natsumi. Does solve himself to safety. 10-3, Kukuys still looking for a grasp on this game. Does feel like that's going to have to come out from Joel and splink timing on Yoe. Still 1,200 gold away from that one. Midas now up on WS as well. Going into the pipe.
Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble.
Palos pops the dragon form to farm. We've got the connection here with Jocam. Doom, net, arrow, TP out from Akashi. He'll find this one onto Palos. And leave him to die as the TPs come in. They catch out WS. Looks like they'll be able to get that kill. And Palos gets saved by disruption. Last minute save coming in there from Natsumi. WS dies for nothing and Doom is down. Big kills from Kukuys. So Akashi manages to TP away. And Palos lives for another day. They know Doom's down. They know they've got some opening here on Kukuys if they wish. They'll happily take that. WS, great ideas, just a little bit low on the damage end. Maybe if you had like level 2, level 3 Infernal Blade at that point, would have been enough. You've got the Kaya up on Joel now. More output here from our Timbersaw. Into the pipe of his own. Mikado again, just classic Witchblade, classic puck build. Akashi does have a Maelstrom, playing tag with Palos. Back. Just gonna go for that tier 1 bot. Gonna find that tower, no problems.
Bad call by the
Not gonna
Dyer
jump
bot.
onto
Their
Palos.
tower's gone.
We'll find out these stacks. Very small stack coming up here. Get it cleared out with Akashi. Still Natsumi is spotting out. Let's spot out the ward. Nature's Rat does fly out. Rat of Nature. Meanwhile, Kuku gets the black hole onto 2. The arrow connects as well. Where's the follow-through damage? Jing, not gonna last long. Joel looking to rip them apart. Thunder God's Rat does connect onto Kuku. It's Kuku for Jing. Is Natsumi set to go as well? Not quite. And for Drocam, just a little bit lacking. 2 for 1. No cleanup, no course nearby.
Lucky you do.
And Kukuys again. Happy enough with the trade. 11 to 6.
Radiant's
Natsumi
middle
will
tower is
eventually
looking
fall
so
to
great.
Mikado.
Presumably a pity.
So 2
Radiant's
to 2.
fortified their buildings.
I don't think you mind too much in Talon
Radiant's middle
still.
tower is under
You
attack.
are still finding farm on your Doom. You are still finding farm on your NP and your Puck. But it is recovery for Kukuys.
Radiant's bottom tower just got denied.
Alright, you... $6K, 12 to 6, 1K lead for Talon. Smoke out from Kukuys, but smoke out from Talon as well. No black hole. Yoa has that fresh blink. If they find the jump in, Kukuys could start to snowball off of that. They reveal the smoke with the avalanche toss. Doom still ready in WS, does have the full pipe up and running. They want to take this town. Yoa is going to be a nice target. They do manage to get the Dream Coil off first into the arrow. Instant Doom out as well. Yoa is gone. No saving grace here. Get the root out as well onto Joel with a silence out for Mikado, but Timbersaw is just a little bit too tanky. A hit and run for Talon, finding a big target they'd want. And now, 13 to 6. Talon still happy. Farming up a storm on Akashi. Gleipnir up now. And you've got potentially, what, a blink for WS or a BKB as Palos does get the angle onto WS. And WS not going to be the happiest lad in the world. Kuku does manage to get a nice movement out with Malphus. They might be able to kill off Jing. WS will still fall, along with Kuku. But Akashi's here to clean up Palos. Palos is gone. Akashi, not the safest spot to TP away from, is going to die. 3 to 2. You're happy enough again on Kukuys to find that extra kill. Even take Akashi going 2 high network cores. Dying in front. Talon. Playing a little bit disconnected. And are being punished quite hard.
Interesting.
The prize is mine.
Dire's top tower
Side
is
of
looking so
Talon.
great.
Gonna be hurting a little bit here. Kukuys starting to hit their stride. Again, once you get this BKB and Palos, it's gonna force the Doom onto one target and one target alone. Grouping up for this team fight. Jump out. Avalanche toss is good onto Mikado, and he's the lead along with Jocam from that move forward from Joel. Bosku can't really hang out here, as Black Hole has no one to connect with. Get the Malphus off before dying, but will fall eventually.
2 down.
2 big kills coming out there. 3 big kills coming out there for the side of Kukuys. Talon getting a little bit sloppy. Again, they're constantly grouping up this tree, but it feels like they need more than tree to take care. They've got some damage here from the burst isn't that fast, and now you've got the pipe to contend with from Joel. It's a lot to have to soak in. Midas back up for WS to keep that farm pace going.
Looking so great.
Jing. Trying to gun for something. Get some forward vision out. Get a block. A very sneaky block on that ancient camp on the left side. We'll get a pause from Yoe. Looks like we've got a couple of issues here to sort out. Gonna get that blink up on Mikado next. WS also gunning for blink. Again, all you need to do is kind of jump the Timbersaw or jump the DK. Doom up Timbersaw or DK, and you're kind of happy here. It is hard, because you have to doom either or. And you can only doom one of them. So I'm wondering if WS goes for some, like, a refresh and Ags. If you can farm it up. Octarine wouldn't be too bad either. Although less ideal. Like the Ags or refresh afterwards. First, maybe a BKB. Kuku trying to farm into Drum Boots, I do believe.
Radiant's top tower.
Akashi into his own BKB. A very even game 3, 15-12, Kukuys. Great job so far. You've got the scaling on your DK that you're confident about into the late game. To the mid to late game. So you don't mind stalling out whatsoever here. Don't manage to catch out Natsumi on the Zeus. They will find the double damage or the amp damage rune here.
Radiant's top tower
From
is under
Mikado.
attack.
And the smoke out now. Doom at the ready. Just need to find a target
Radiant's
on
top
hand.
tower is in trouble.
Joel would be a massive one. If they can jump this Timbersaw, get the Doom off, could be the way to go. Yoa wouldn't be too shabby either, as Mikado blinks forward. Isn't able to catch Yoa out. And they TP out instantly. They know something's wrong in Kukuys. Back off in the nick of time. Waste Talon's time. And Talon not going to be too chuffed at losing map space. Could go Roshan though. Rosh opens up. Not the quickest Rosh in the world, mind you, and the instant smoke out from the side of Kukuys. Solar Flare was popped. To speed this process up. Scan does reveal though. Does the Radiant Scan connect? It does. They know. The rear flank movement is there from Kukuys. Can they clear this fast enough? Looks like they'll be able to. Aegis up. Scouting forward. Big avalanche toss back from Yoe. It's not enough to burst anyone down. Dream Coil in the back here from Mikado. And Kuku not able to look for the angle for the black hole just yet. They're starting to drop low here. The damage flying in. Akashi instantly wastes that Aegis already. Kuku, black hole, but Natsumi has the angle with the lightning bolt. Control onto Akashi, and he's gone as well. Talon take a terrible Roche fight, lose everyone but Mikado. Inside of Kuku, he's come out on top in very clean fashion. And they get the scan. The Roshan just takes too long.
So great.
Like you just don't have right click damage outside of like no, your
Radiant's
NP.
top tower is gone. Nice.
3k lead up for Kukuys now. Into the Tormentor they go. Thunder God's Wrath Scout out as well from Natsumi. Played a ton, and that initiation from Yoe opened up a lot for the side of Talon. For the side of Kukuys. Talon still need some catching up to do. Still need more to flow in. Mikado will be able to find Natsumi. It's a little bit of something. Maybe he finds a courier for himself as well. Finds Palos' courier.
Courier's down. Dire
Couple of
sign.
freebies. Second Tormentor for Kukuys coming out though. WS going into that BKB we were talking about. Kashi's still farming up for his. And Jokam wanting his shard. It's going to be forced to buy. As, again, no Tormentor here. I think after BKB, WS really needs a refresh or Ags. It's either AoE Doom or Double Doom. Blink could still be important, but he could just sell Midas for most of that gold anyhow. No one's unblocked the
Dire
left side
top tower
ancient
is in
just yet.
trouble.
All three cores and Kukuys drawing even slightly above the Talon cores. Pato just playing tag again. I mean, that's unfortunate, right? They had to pop Solar Flare to kill off Roach, which means they don't have it for the team fight.
Easy shot.
Smoke out. Blink Echo up on Yoet. Nice forward ward on tier 1. Could get a jump onto Kuku. Not a bad target at all.
Dire's
Kuku
top
is going to be
tower
able to
looking
walk
so
away. In
great.
fact, WS could be an even better target.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not going to go for it. No, they might be able to. WS gets caught out walking onto the ramp.
Dire's top tower is under
Does have BKB. Pops the pipe.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
it is
is
going to
in
be
trouble.
fine. Mid-tier 1 will fall. Talon's gotten value already. They're just split pushing, getting that farm going.
Radiant's middle
Trying to
tower
get
is
this
down
Parasma
for
up
count.
on Mikado. A little extra magic damage never hurt.
Dire's top tower is in trouble.
BKB's still be formed up by Akashi. Blink and Midas rebuy for WS.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Solar Flare
Top
pop.
tower is under attack.
Kato
The Dire have killed
has
Radiant's
managed to
courier.
bail out. In fact, no, he's going back in. He has a right click, but the pipe is there to save from Joel. And Mikado is going to be holding it back. Blink still on cooldown. The slows are coming in. Mikado. Juking and shiving. Blink up in a second. Blink from Yoe with the avalanche toss. Catches Mikado out. Can he actually kill Natsumi? No, he might be able to. Shiki plays for Mikado. Will eventually fall. Will he? Surely he falls. Yes, he does.
And
Does not manage to jaunt away in the nick of time. Does stall for time for everyone else. But that is a big kill for Kukuys to find once more. Don't even lose Natsumi this time around. And this investment needs to pay off. Kashi with his BKB and Blink coming out in WS has to work out here. Tip out for Jokam. For whatever reason from Yoa. It's level 12 in Marana. Level 11. So not even the level 2 Solar Flare yet. And this is Kukui's big spike. Right, your DK is hitting its early timings. Is this a Satanic straight up farm? No, it's a Crystallis into Daedalus. Crystallis into the Daedalus. Right click damage on your DK is going crazy with BKB at 9 seconds. Your magic damage is not gonna really not gonna do much here from Talon's end. It has to be Fizz. Akashi's physical damage is nice. It's not quite amazing yet. Group up down bot. Bit of a shove onto that tier 2. BKB now up for Yoa as well.
Dire's
So
top tower
you
is
really
looking
don't
so
have
great.
damage right now on Talon.
Dire's fortified their buildings.
With these BKBs up and running. It has to be down to like a black hole. Smoke out. Looking for the angle in. They get a Gleipnir out on for Palos. BKB. Doom instantly pop. Glimmer Cape to try to save. Black hole again from Kuku falling flat as just a lightning bolt clears it out. BKB run away from Palos. The damage not enough to clean up with the BKBs running. Already losing Joe Camp, still chasing onto Palos, but the Doom has faded. It's turned around. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. WS gets that by himself. Will eventually fall. They'll even find Natsumi on top, but that's a 3 for 2. Akashi dying inside as well. So only Mikado and Kuku mentioned to back off. This Enigma just doesn't have any black hole potential. Without BKB, Natsumi's not caught in. It's just a lightning bolt. You have to catch the tiny... You have to catch
Radiant's
tiny
bottom
Shadow
tower is in
Demon,
trouble.
Zeus, and DK. It's like, it's not an easy ask. Kukuis again. 2k gold swing their way. And Joel growing bigger and bigger by the second. And again, there's just not enough damage once these BKBs pop on. You really don't have physical output here on the side of Talon. Yeah, you really need more physical. Nakashi's again going for this Hurricane Pike. Mikado were a long ways off from dreaming about like Ag's Dream Foil with Daedalus. It's not happening anytime soon. Side of Kukuys are still ready. In fact, Talon's the one ready. He can jump onto Jing and will get the damage going. Kashi will take a freebie for himself. Dropping it down to a 3k lead. for Kukuys. Win probability is fairly 50-50, 48 to 52 here in Kukuys' favor. Face onto WS. BKB was forced out. WS will just die. Palos has the damage to chase down. With even just a Crystallis, they're going to get instant TP response to up top
Radiant's
as well.
middle tower is
Jokam needs to back off. Sees them with ward. Jokam still being chased. He is going to be able to jump away. Jokam's fine.
Radiant's middle
Mikado's
tower is
courier.
under attack.
In a risky spot. From God's Wrath to scout Jing. And even kill this off. Doesn't look like it. Akashi being held back by the Mnemonic Purge. Kuku still trying to run. Won't be able to try to TP away. Disruption is there in the nick of time.
So great.
Kuku is going to go. Mikado. Is he actually going to look to jump in here? Was thinking about it. The Glimmer will bail out Natsumi. Really not at this point. Mikado will be able to TP out as well. And Talon just feeding a little bit here and there. 4 staff up on Akashi. No damage yet on our NP. Relying fully on his innate for that bonus damage gain from the tree line. Jokam now trying to scale into Daedalus. WS still looking for Blink into Octarine. Chivas, it looks like. No double doom. And Mikado for his own Octarine as well. Kukuys. In a good spot. Strong position here. 5k lead. 28 minutes in. Would probably want more. Elias fully buys out the blink, selling the Midas. Been maximizing this Devil's Bargain. Daedalus fully up for Palos. This could be a big reveal. Good wards being dropped down here as well. Instant blink for Doom out though. BKB does manage to get popped on by Palos. Here comes Yoa to jump in. Pipe is saving for now. Mikado stuck in the middle of nowhere. Has a Dream Coil ready. And Palos is just able to run with that BKB on the Doom. But that is BKB forced out on the DK. Resmoke on the side of Kukuys. Palos gets the blink forward. Instant BKB up from WS though. Is going to be fine. Kuku in the middle of nowhere. Can't safely get off a black hole. Dream Coil pulled back or on full retreat. Talon. WS will fall. Cutter God's Rat as well. Akashi in the middle of nowhere. Kuku's down now on top. Akashi forced to TP away. Is going to make it out along with Mikado and Jokam. But Talon
Courier's down. Radiant's
falling flat again. And they get this Doom off from WS, but where's the follow through? How do you expect to kill him off with BKB running? And after the BKB fades, you're not ready for the re-engage. Natsumi does get saved from dying. Get the Dragon Tail out onto Akashi. Mikado trying to do as best as he can to save Akashi out here. Where staff was there from Palos, and Akashi will fall.
kill. Now you're just showing off.
And Kukuys now can look at the tier 2s. Start to look towards the high ground as well. Palos gives the tip out.
Radiant's top tower isn't looking so great. Dire structures are fortified.
Starting to go for the Daedalus now on Yoa. The damage issues are
Radiant's top
abounding here
tower
for
is under
Talon.
attack.
How do you kill any of these guys? Kuku can't get the black hole, so you can't rely on that.
Radiant's top tower
Jokam still a
is
ways
down.
off from even Crystallis. Kashi, again, is going for the Hurricane Pike, just to get himself some distance here. There's no seemingly easy solution for Talon. Even the Octarine buildups that WS and Mikado were going for does not rectify that. Instead, WS trying to go for Shivas. I know. Refresh feels like it would be stronger, but Shivas will allow WS to live longer up front as well. And take away some of that regen on the Turmosaw on the DK. Smoke out. Talon do have Doom ready.
Radiant's bottom tower
Not that
is in
it's
trouble.
mattered. How do you kill when the BKB's still there? The answer is you don't. Amplify damage maybe makes this simpler. You spot out Yoev, instant BKB.
The prize is mine.
Amp damage taken out by Mikado. Doom is still ready and they're on the full retreat. Blakener does connect. I'll get the toss back retreat and blink. Mikado pops the amp damage, goes in, not able to catch anyone. A well synchronized retreat from Kukuys with a toss back from Yoa and Talon. And can't do anything. Kukuys, they can contest this Roche. Mind you, this Roche does not go there too fast. We need Solar Flare to make it go fast. Roche will fall. And that's Solar Flare down for the team fight. Instant retreat out from Talon, bailing out of that awkward position. So they will at least hug onto this Aegis for a little bit longer, deny that away from Kukuys. Again, damage still an issue. If you're relying on Joe Camp to scale, it needs more time for the Crystallis Daedalus. Midas being re-picked up here by WS to accelerate that farm.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's lost their top tower. Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble.
Kill cam caught out by Yoa, avalanche toss.
Now you're just showing
Nice
up.
easy kill.
Radiant's bottom
Has the
tower
condo
is
up.
gone.
I thought you liked to jump.
Bot 2-2 gone onto the high ground siege. He'll slowly begin here on the side of Kukuys. Sumi going for the Ags, has the full solar crest up, and high ground doesn't take too long with the damage from Palos.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Going for Lincoln's now to protect from that Doom. Top is being shoved in. Things are coming in for someone to
Dire's
course
top
correct
tower
here.
is in trouble.
And it will be Palos. They will not commit too hard. They've gotten the tier 3 down to less than half. Could be an opportunity for Talon if they read this. They aren't able to get in position in time. Octarine now up for Mikado as well. So he does have all the low cooldowns that he'd want. And again, there's that Lincolns we were talking about for Palos. So WS and his Doom has to find some solutions here. $14K lead still standing for the Kukuys. Massive on Palos, massive on Joe. Chivas Lotus. The Lincolns and Palos. You rely too much on WS. And no one has damage. I don't know what you're expecting from Akashi. AC is going to come out, so what? This Crystallis has to come in from Jokam. Even then, that's not going to be enough. I feel like maybe to play as Ags, Revenants, Ryuchon, Mikado, actually. Just double down. But it's a bit too much magic damage. I don't know, with Pipe Up,
Held.
doesn't feel great either.
Send greetings.
Dire's bottom tower is under
See,
attack.
Kukuys are taking their time. No rush, confident in scaling up with the DK. And who can blame them? This dumbass hero is still in the game.
Pull roots and run.
Talon just looking to shove in what waves they can. Full Guardian Greaves on Jokam before any damage. So just some more auras to play with. WS is up front. No vision watching him, but could be the one caught out.
Interest.
Blink up on Kuku. And that's a development here. If he can find a black hole that somehow works out. And that's how the last game went Talon's way. Off with WS and his own black holes. Kuku has to find a way to make this one work. Skipping out the BKBs. Dolly, go. Kuku could be a target. Start to walk in here. But Yo has not been finding the angle. Kuku does manage to back off.
Dire's bottom tower is in trouble.
Kashi Aegis will fade in 20 seconds.
With me.
Dire's bottom tower isn't looking so
And really
great.
nothing's happening. It's good old defense. Work the map, farm up, try to outscale. The lead is slowly dropping for Kukuys from 14 to 13. Not a massive drop by any means. It's a little drop
Dire's
worth
bottom
mentioning.
tower is gone.
There's the Aegis expiring.
Of the wood.
Kuku walks under the Watcher. Mikado is with him. Kuku will blink back. And he will dodge. Maybe waiting for this next rush, 2 minutes 40 until it's back up. Side of Kukuys. What do you go for next in Palos? Satanic? Doesn't sound half bad here for Palos. Talon could find an angle up here if they catch out Yoa to silence a black hole from Kuku, paying off massively. Natsumi and Yoa gone. From a 13k lead to an 8k lead drop here for Kukuys. They don't manage to find Palos, but Yoa, next best target you could ask for, I suppose. They could just get Palos and Joel. Game can open up. Still, Talon equalize a little
Dire's
bit,
bottom tower isn't looking
get
so
back
great.
into the game. They have been shoving in these lanes quite nicely. And I think that's the big issue for Kukuys. You are dealing with Nature's Prophet. You're dealing with a Puck. You're dealing with Enigma with Eidolons. There's even the Marana, right? You can clear out these waves fast. So you don't have good ways of just setting up onto the high ground.
Dire's middle tower is
Rosh a
under
minute and a half, though. That's when things can really open up. They should be feeling confident on the side of Kukuys. No black hole. Side of Vice now up in Joel as well. But a timely Lincoln's here from Mikado should be able to save the day.
Dire's bottom tower is in trouble.
Courier.
Radiant's courier is down,
Akashi
boss.
loses his AC. What the fuck was that, Akashi?
Dire's bottom tower isn't looking so
3 minutes without that, with no buyback. It's a pretty big opening.
Behold! Greetings! A prize! Here I am!
On the side of Kukui, a bit of a rotation out, just capturing some
Prize is
watchers.
mine.
Black hole still a minute away. Lead drops down to 4k. 4 to 5k. Talon has managed to equalize a little bit. Kukuis, though, have kept bot wave shoved in. Blink. Jump forward onto Yoa, forcing out the BKB. Did not manage to pop Doom just yet. BKB up in WS just to disengage as Joel looking for the rear flank in. Jokam not able to really leap the way he'd want. No one dead yet. WS sight of Vice up. Kuku trying to block them off from the chase. Kuku might set fall. WS still alive somehow. Will get shredded in the end. Yoa travels in onto Jokam. Does have himself the Trickster's Cloak. TP not gonna make it. Yoa, great read. Gets the vision. 2-0. Does he get a black hole? Is Kuku using it just to kill Jing? That's a pretty big commitment from Kuku. We'll find a kill, but the high ground opens up with no threat.
Radiant's middle tower is
No black hole. Exactly are you supposed to do about this? You have Dream Coil already on Mikado. It's Mikado against the world. Tower falls, Rack set to follow. Akashi, Gleitner to break off the Lincolns, jump out from Mikado. Kuku again, no black hole, so it jumps forward just to Malachus. Drop the Midnight Pulse as well. It is doing significant damage. Thunder Sprout up, not going to be able to keep that chase. The Racks do stay alive. Kukuys are starting to get back into this game. Top has been shoved in quite nicely with all of these treants. Clear is there from Yoa, and the travel's a very well-thought-out buyout. Just to prevent the split push from really getting too effective from Talon.
Here I am.
And Talon, for their part, I mean, Kuku's going to get BKB. So he will be able to get black holes. Roshan is up. Talon gets the scan. They know Kukuys are going to be coming in. The roar was let loose. He won't back off. Hashi just looking to split push top. Kukuys should know. Again, black hole down for a minute 20. Everything they could ask for here in Roshan. Banner, refresh, cheese with Aegis. AC finally up for Akashi as Courier respawns.
Dyer's middle tower isn't looking so
Crystal is
great.
up now as well. Smoke out though.
Dyer's middle tower is gone.
They're trying
Impressive.
on the side of Kukuys, but they will walk back into the pit. Mid tier 2 faults.
Dyer's middle tower is
No
gone.
outer towers left now as well for Kukuys. And Talon looking for the split push with a Solar Crest up onto the Greater Tree. Tier 3 is actually under threat.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Thunder God's Wrath just to spot Talon. They're not going to be walking into that pit anytime soon. Roach surprisingly taking longer than you'd expect it to. Will eventually fall. Secondary life for Yoa, a refresh out for
Dyer are falling
Natsumi.
back from their tower up top.
TPs come in. Tier 3 did get taken out up top, so Talon do utilize that time well.
Dyer's top barracks are under attack.
Very close match. It all hinges on this execution. If WS can get the Doom and they can get the follow-through kill, along with a black hole from Kuku, this game can go the way of Talon. Outside of those conditions, it does feel like Kukuys, if they are allowed to just run around with Palos, if they can get the saves out from the Doom, this is relatively easy to execute on the side of Kukuys in comparison. Napet SX. Yoon, galaw, galaw. Ah, wait. Yoon, galaw, galaw, galaw. Giling, giling, giling. There you go. There you go. BKB up on Kuku. So it all hinges down on, can you get Doom Black Hole? If you can win. If you can't, it falls flat. Daedalus for Akashi not too far off. Still needs to buy back gold extra, of course. Mikado does manage to grab himself the amp damage and bail out. Moving for the overwhelming blink next here on our puck. Has the Parasma in the backpack. We've got the full Ags up on Yoa. 3 volley at the ready. Swift blink up next as well. WS could be a big kill. WS. WS. Well, BKB TP out. And that is Dragon Form committed. That is Nimbus thrown down as well.
Warriors of the wood.
Back off. Talon's still keeping the waves as shoved out as they possibly can. Even with the Aegis, it does feel like we'll look for more. Palos is by his lonesome. If you manage to get everything out, Blink, Black Hole, BKB is not flying on, and Palos is gone without a secondary life. Joel comes in, gets doomed up. There is that 3 volley ripping him to shreds, but there's the godlike streak going away of Akashi. Damage from Yoa is not amazing. Konda crit does not hit the same as Daedalus crit. In fact, Mikado is not done. Forces BKB out on Yoa as well. He'll be TPing away to safety. Maybe they can spot out Jing. They get the cold, not quite getting the stun. 2k lead coming out from Talon off the back of that. And that's down to the decision to give Yoe the Aegis instead of Palos. Kuku commits the black hole, commits the BKB, knowing that they need this long duration hold to stack up everything else before the BKB turns on. Again, even WS with the patience to wait for that next Doom usage. Onto Joel. Opens up the game for Talon. High ground can still be a challenge, but you do have Nature's Prophet. So we're playing still on cooldown for a little bit longer here. You've got the banner on top of here as well. Tip out from Akashi onto Palos. Rax just melting. Look at how much damage are coming out from those screens. Went forward. King of Hold onto Mikado. It is slippery. Sight Vice was on Joel. He's not up for a little bit longer here. Rax's fall. Dream Coil onto 2, just to support. WS. Looking to play poke, has the BKB, gets a hoof stomp onto 2. I'll be able to kill them off. It looks like buyback forced out from the Timbersaw. If the isolation on WS is gonna fall for his hubris. But that's 2 Raxes down. After Talon ran in an ugly position. Kashi being caught out, will BKB TP away.
Their bottom ranks.
When your 2 Rax is up. In fact, only 1 Rax left standing here. For Kukuys. Amelia Rax bot. Kuku playing a little bit far forward here. Are they gonna hunt? Does look like Kuku should be able to bail out. WS for 2 sets of Rax. You're more than happy trading that away. The Doom didn't even have Doom at that moment. Got Jokam going for his Daedalus. You've got that Daedalus already up in Akashi. Nullifier to follow. And Kukuys again. It's just kind of down to this Aegis. It's Yoa having it, but Yoa not showing up front. He'd still try to clear out Arax. Dragon form at the ready for Palos. Gotta have their own Roche banner up and running. Kashi's just looking for this opportunity to go onto the high ground. But Yoa is staying behind. Mikado playing tag by himself.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Rax will be poked away by Palos.
Temporary invulnerability. Radiant.
Fortify to stall. See Yoa to jump in from Mikado just to silence up. The Rax still set to fall. Green Coil is up. Kuku does walk in. Midnight Pulse is there. Not going to be popping Doom on that Lotus, but they are getting control in, and Palos is just dead. Disruption to save once more from Jing. Black Hole coming out from Kuku. Not enough to kill off Palos yet, but a couple more hits now. The armlet toggles are good. Kuku falls. No follow-up there. Doom out into our Timbersaw. Natsumi's set to fall now, along with Joel. That's 3-0 as Palos went for the re-engage. Instead of fully backing off, Hurricane Fight is going to be there, and they've got to control the damage. Palos is gone. Yoa the last man standing, and it is GG. Talon manages to take this in a reverse sweep. Mga bading.
Dyer's middle
Sabi ni
tower is
Jing, ang bastos mo naman, Jing. Linisin mong bunganga mo, Jing. Hugasan mong kamay mo. Napakabastos ang sinasabi mo dito sa chat. Ang dumi ng keyboard mo, Jing. But very well played out from the side of Talon. And Onsi, very well played out from Kukuys as well, right? Like, I don't think Kukuys played badly. I think that Aegis priority was certainly not right. It's certainly not... it should have been Palos. Palos was playing up front. I don't think Yoa needed the Aegis, as we saw here. But a lot of back and forth. Talon certainly coming out on top, but not in a dominant fashion. And that was a lot closer than you'd want it to be if you are Talon, if you're any of those players in the team. The Kukuys brought a good fight. A stronger fight than I think we've seen from them in the other qualifiers up against Talon. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm wondering how the Bruv series went with Boom. I'm not sure how that went. It did go 1-1 as well. I don't know how that ended up. But that is it. Talon takes it 2-1 up against Kukuys. They make it into the upper bracket finals, which is running in 3 hours. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? So you're going to run lower bracket simultaneously. And then you're going to run lower bracket final along with upper bracket final. So you run 1, 2, second round, second series, third series, and fourth. It's actually 4 series today. Huh? Huh. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's it, and I think that's gonna be it for now. I've got allergies acting up. I need to do a bunch of chores, and we'll maybe tune in later. I don't know if I'm gonna come back later, but we might tune back in later for the rest, or for upper bracket finals, perhaps. When is the actual final of this godforsaken qualifier? It's tomorrow at... Why is tomorrow at 6 p.m.? Why 6 p.m.? Who makes these schedules? Why 6 p.m.? All right. Well, we might be back later at 6 p.m. for upper bracket finals. We'll see if it's interesting. I'll see. I'm not making any hard promises. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I've got a bunch of things to take care of. I haven't watered plants. I haven't done the dishes. But thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had fun. I see you guys on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you again. If you don't like the ads on Twitch, there's always YouTube or Facebook to watch on. And I believe YouTube overall has better stream quality over Twitch. I will say that because Twitch has never fixed their shit, despite being around as a dominant platform for a while. But thank you again for tuning in. We'll raid someone before we go. I'm not sure who's online to raid. Let's see. Who do we have? There's Local Array, Lizard. Sophie, let's raid Sophie, I guess. Have fun watching Sophie play Deadlock. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.